What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. We are finally finishing the Pain Cave series that I've been doing for the last few days. And today we're going to be doing 3 runs against Hell Mode and Phantom Bait Cage against Nozzle, Roseblade, and Camu. I'll show you guys the teams that I use to try to get the most points possible. And we are going to be using, 2 alpha teams for Nozzle and Roseblade, but we're going to be using Dark Watanabe for Camu. He just outperforms my alpha on my account by 10 to 15,000 points, man. I gain a lot more points by using him instead of her. Well, actually, it's him combined with Camu. But yeah, I mean, the dark damage is it's the king here against Camu, so it's really going to be the best. Now, if you have a maxed out alpha, triple S plus, then you can absolutely one-shot this guy and actually get 195,000 points. But I think a lot of players don't have that, and mine's double S, and she can't do it. It's very, very difficult for her unless I get Beanonyme's Ultima unlocked, but that's a whole nother story. So let's talk about the teams that we use. So a lot of you have already seen the teams that I generally like to use, especially with Alpha. Against Nozzle, it's going to be Beanonyme, Alpha, and B-Lib. Nozzle just pretty much sits in front of you. You don't have to worry about him moving around or not. And Beanonyme really is a great choice because of her blue orbs. We've talked about all of that. And Beanonyme is going to be in the blue slot, and B-Lib is going to be in the yellow slot. For Beanonyme, we're going to have a Da Vinci set with a 2-piece Catherine set, and then B-Lib is going to have 2 Richelieu, 2 Voltaire, and 2 Phillips on her, so we can get the maximum damage output for Alpha. Against Roseblade, things change up a little bit. Because Roseblade likes to move around a lot, we're going to be using Alpha, and then we're going to be using Camu in the blue slot and B-Lib in the yellow slot. I'm using B-Lib, by the way, because she offers an extra 10% physical damage to all the characters on the team if she's triple S, and mine is triple S, so it really does help a character like Alpha big time. But my Camu is going to have the same build as my Beanonyme did. He's going to have a 4-piece Da Vinci with a 2-piece Catherine, and then B-Lib is going to have the 2 Phillips, 2 Voltaire, and 2 Richelieu set. Now, whenever we get to Camu, things change up a little bit because now we're going to be using Dark Watanabe in the red slot, and we're going to be using Camu and B-Lib. Now, Camu, you're going to want to run the 4-piece Hannah with the 2-piece Einstein, and B-Lib, you're going to run the 4-piece Da Vinci with the 2-piece Guinevere set. It's really important to have a healer so that way you can get that debuff from the Guinevere set as well as getting the debuffs from the Einstein set that's going to be on Camu. And whenever you play Dark Watanabe and Camu, you really want to switch them in there. You really want to use Camu as your sub DPS dealer, right? You don't want them sitting on the sidelines. As soon as your orbs finish out with Dark Watanabe, then you want to go ahead and switch to Camu and start pouring it on. And the 4-piece Hannah is going to work out really, really well for you. And as far as the slots, you want B-Lib actually in the blue slot because Dark Watanabe actually does more damage from his blue orbs instead of his yellow orbs. So you'd be best off to do it that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up something for you guys because I want to show you a couple little things that might help you out a little bit as far as doing these runs, especially with someone like Alpha. And in the first one here, we'll bring it up. You can see that I got Beanonyme sitting right there, right? And she's got her blue orbs, okay? I'm not going to run through the whole process of how to one-shot, but the most important thing when you're doing this kind of stuff is timing how to one-shot. Timing when to really do your burst damage. And once you have, 1, 2, or 3 blue orbs is the best when it comes to Beanonyme. Once you have 2 or 3 blue orbs, whatever, what you're trying to do is you're trying to time this attack. Whenever Nozzle here gets ready to stomp his foot or gets ready to slice his hand, right? Or gets ready to do some kind of attack to you, or he jumps up and he almost gets ready to slam down, that's when you want to switch in your character. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to use Beanonyme. You're going to use her blue orbs, right? Right before he gets ready to do his attack or jump up in the air, and then switch to Alpha, right? And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing here, all right? So we hit our blue orbs, 3 dodges, and then we go into the sword wave, apply our debuffs from B-Lib and Beanonyme, and you can see all the damage that we were able to do. Now, if I had max resonance and my alpha was leveled up a little bit more, I could have done this a little bit easier. I'll show you guys the full runs, but you see how much damage she did. That's how you want. That's what you got to do whenever you're facing someone like Nozzle. He's pretty easy, but you just got to time whenever to put those blue orbs down and then switch to your next character. The idea is to switch to your character as Nozzle's getting ready to attack and dodge right when he attacks. And if you're using the Frederick set, hit your blue orb. If you're in Matrix, dodge again, and then you get all your attack buffs from your Frederick set and you apply all that damage at once. and it will make a big difference in the amount of damage that you're actually doing. And with Roseblade, using a combo is going to be a big help. I mentioned this in the last video because he has a 3-second stun. Locking that bastard in place whenever you're trying to one-shot him and take him down really does help a lot. With Camu, that's something about Camu that isn't a big deal. Yeah, he moves around a little bit, but honestly, it's not a big problem. It really isn't. I know for some players it is. Maybe you'd prefer to use a Kamui, but I use S Kamui with Dark Watanabe and Liv, or you could use A Liv. It really doesn't matter. You know, one of the healers would be great, or even S Liv, right? As long as you're using a healer, it's all good, right? That way you can at least benefit from using that Guinevere set. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with those runs. And whenever we get some different pain cages, then maybe I'll make some separate videos about doing those as well, if you would like to see that. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.